Acer Predator Helios is a mid-range gaming laptop from Acer that promises to have a high-end specifications targeting gamers, streamers and creators who wants to achieve high-end performance. So in this video, we are going to do an overview of Acer Predator Helios 16 with RTX 4060 and Intel i7 processor. So going to discuss everything in this video with CPU benchmark scores, gaming benchmark scores, build quality. So stay tuned and watch the video till the end. Also the gaming laptop direct link provided below, so you can check them out for the latest prices. Now before moving forward, let's quickly see the specifications of this laptop. It has a 13th generation Intel Core i7 13700HX processor with 16 cores and 24 threads, out of which you get 8 performance and 8 efficient cores. You also get 16GB DDR5 RAM, which is upgradable up to 32GB, 1TB Gen 4 SSD. So let's get started with the build quality. This 2023 model has a black metallic finish and made with the good quality aluminum alloy material, and display edges made out of the plastic to avoid any heating issues while playing games or using laptop for the heavy work. Top lid of the laptop has hardly any flex and keyboard also quite sturdy. Hinges hold the laptop pretty well and lid can open with one hand up to 145 degrees. However, with the look, I'm not pretty impressed this time. Even though Predator logo looks pretty cool at the top lid, yet it does not shine like it used to in Helios 300 models. Overall, pretty simple look. Predator Neo 16 has a better gamerly design than Helios 16, yet full marks to brand because it has provided a strong build quality with minimalistic look. But Acer has done a great job by providing 4-zone RGB keyboard which is customizable, and it feels very clicky and provide good tactile feedback while typing on it. And RGB lights at rear exhaust gives a good gaming vibe, and you will enjoy using this keyboard for gaming and for regular work. Additionally, Acer has added all the ports that you need in a gaming laptop. There are 5 USB ports with 2 Thunderbolt support, and it also has HDMI, RJ45 LAN with audio jack, micro SD card reader and Kensington lock for safety. Now let's quickly compare this processor with other processors available under this budget. When you compare this processor with Intel Core i5 13500HX at multi-core, you get better performance up to 11%, which is very minimal, and you can utilize this processor for heavy work such as game development, 3D modeling, 3D effects, graphic designing. You can do all this easily. Whereas at single core, you get almost similar performance compared to i5 13500HX. Now let's move on and compare this processor with Intel Core i7 13700H. At multi-core, you get about 15% better performance with Intel Core i7 13700HX, which is very minimal, and you can rely on both the processor for doing heavy work. Whereas with Intel Core i7 13650HX, you get about 2% better performance in 13650HX, and at multi-core about 3% better performance. So overall, both the processors again quite strong, you can rely on them. Moreover, if you compare this processor with AMD Ryzen 7 7840HS, at single core 13700HX performs up to 7% better, and at multi-core about 34% better. So clearly it is better than AMD Ryzen processor, and you can go with 13700HX for heavy workloads. This Intel Core i7 13700HX comes with 55 watts TDP, L3 cache memory helps in boosting performance in AAA titles, and hybrid architecture ensures top performance in multitasking. Now for the gaming test, we have tested Forza Horizon 5 at ultra settings, and we got about 107 to 105 FPS and temperature stayed around 80 degrees, and with RDR2 at ultra settings we got about 68 FPS and temperature stayed around 77 degrees. Overall scores are pretty good, and at the Witcher 3 at ultra settings we got about 67 FPS and temperature stayed around 75 degrees. The temperatures of the laptop stayed below 80 degrees in most of the games, which is good. However, with Assassin's Creed Valhalla at ultra settings we got about 98 FPS and temperature stayed around 79 degrees. Whereas Cyberpunk 2077 at ultra settings we got about 72 FPS and temperature stayed around 79 degrees. While testing Warzone 2.0 at extreme settings we got about 85 to 90 FPS, but at times the scores used to go below 85 FPS, around 80 FPS, and temperature again stayed below 80 degrees. Overall, Warzone is a pretty CPU extensive game and the scores are pretty good under this laptop. Whereas GTA 5 at very high and ultra settings we got about 114 FPS and temperature stayed around 79 to 77 degrees. Even though the performance of the RTX 4050 and RTX 4060 is very minimal, but because RTX 4060 has 8GB VRAM, you can do a game development, you can use this laptop for 3D effects, and you can do a game design as well. Now let's talk about the display of this laptop, as it has all the ingredients that gamers, creators, streamers would love to have in their panel. In a very competitive budget, it has a 16 inches WQXGA resolution, 400 nits peak brightness, 100% Srgb color gamut with 3 milliseconds response time, 165Hz refresh rate. You also get mux switch with advanced Optimus support. You also get NVIDIA G-SYNC technology, which is very crucial for gaming, and with mux switch and advanced Optimus, you can also enhance the battery life of this laptop. 90 watt-hour battery provides about 5 to 6 hours backup. Moving on to a thermal system of this laptop, it has enough vents to dissipate heat during high-end gaming sessions, and in most of the games, temperatures don't even hit the 80 degrees. However, fans are quite loud, especially while using laptop for heavy tasks such as gaming and video editing. Overall, you can rely on it for 4K editing. So overall, Acer Predator Helios 16 around $1,200 to $1,300, completely worth it laptop. Go for it. Link in description. You can check the latest prices. And thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel and see you in the next one.